10-11 minute journey, a little bit on the background, and after that we will divide you first in 2 groups. So the first half of you will go inside Oceana to have a walk, and then you get your helmets on. And it's really important to have glasses down. They are incorporated in the helmet. And then please bucket your helmet, and you have a vest on as well. Okay. And then be careful, it's a lot of things happening in there. There's a lot of people working. And you're allowed to take pictures, but not on people working. Yeah. Okay, that's the only rule. And we're happy if you post it. So that's fine. You don't need to. I can't force you. And the rest of you will have 2 stations outside. So we will show an expansion on the outdoor part and on the main gate. And then we swap. Okay. Cool. And you'll be done in an hour. Okay? We practiced on the group before you. Okay. Expansion project. Back in 13, we managed to buy a lot, an old gearbox factory. They used to do gearboxes for Opel and Saab, and was just 5 gears, and nobody wanted that anymore. So they packed the fabric in the factory, and it's in China right now. And we bought close to 50,000 square meters, a huge expansion, and that's where it all actually started. And then we came up with, then we started to decide what to do. So we brought up 33 different ideas, and we took them down to 13, and then we had an investigation compared to what's the best for interest for Liseberg and our owners in order to bring traffic into the city. And we ended up with a hotel like this and a water park. And we also sold 22,000 square meters to World of Volvo. That's a joint venture between the Volvo Cars and Trucks and Volvo Car Corporation. So they will do something brand new. They will open up in the 14th of April next year. And under that, we put actually a garage. So now it's 1,000 spaces, and it will be another 550 in December. So 1,550 spaces. And we put that in the last corner in order to have the future here. I will talk a little bit about that later. Okay, so we will never stop. 100 years and 100 to come. Yeah. And this is how it looks like. An ugly day in March. Terrible. So the city actually stopped here. And this was like a month ago, and I guess this morning you were up on Luna. Yeah. I will do that with my family tonight. I haven't been on it yet. You before me, I'm sorry for
we
me.
We didn't break it.
You didn't break it, that's good.
We didn't break it, it's okay.
And this is the rendering of how it's supposed to look like. And the hotel looks like this. We have that. I needed to tell our creative director, you need to stick to the truth now on the renderings, because it was already sold into the investors. So then you can start to be honest to yourself. And here you have the new south entrance, the main entrance to the hotel, you know that, and here, this is where you will enter Oceana. So in this space, you will have 2 million people each year walking around. That's why we managed to change the tram station, so it's called Liseberg South, in order to easy to get here. We had a parking garage here, and the other one is here. So it's a lot of things will happen here in the future. Okay, the story. When we do something, we always have a background and a backstory, of course. I think we have 98 pages in PowerPoint about this. You will get it in 30 seconds now, or 60 perhaps. The story is actually about Agnes and her husband, Mr. Dollar. He was an old smuggler living on the premises. And that's true, actually. We had a smuggler here back in the mid-1700s. And he became an honest man and businessman in the city. And his wife managed to go on the East India Company on the ship. She made 3 trips in order to bring back businesses to the family company. She might have brought in a few things for the business, but mostly she took in a lot of curiosities, fun stuff. Electrical birds, not electrical, but mechanical birds. You know, everything she found on the trip. And they started to collect that and keep that in their home. And the home, they invited people. That's the start of the hotel. And if you walk into the water park, that's That's a story about what happened on the trip, in the harbors, on the sea, and all that stuff. And we never take the guest away from Gothenburg. You're always here. That's what we do. Okay? Was that 60 seconds? Or?
Yeah.
You get along. If you go online, you can see the whole story. So. Okay, so that's Grand Curiosa. I hope you had a good night's sleep.
Yes.
Last week it was a little bit too warm, so we took down a few degrees. And it's still, if you adjust the temperature, when you close the lights, they're connected and shouldn't be. Someone thought, but they weren't supposed to think. So that's why. So we need to change that. A few things, but that's why we practice. Last week we had 3 different groups. We ended up with 900 people last Thursday. And you're the first paying guest, so thank you. And we will have some events Thursday and Friday, and then we open for the public on Saturday. So we're still practicing. So you need to be patient a little. But please tell us if you see things, tell the front desk, and we will improve. So that's okay. We start off with the family, of course, because it's a family hotels. The rooms you have, 93% of the rooms are like the ones you have. And they're just mirrored and 2 different styles, but about the same. And we like the layout with the kids' room first, the bathroom, and then the double bed. And we hope that works out. We call it the Merlin way, because they used to have that on Legoland, so we like that. Instead of having I hate when you have, you take out your extra beds from the wall and you have a sofa or whatever, because you need to carry a lot of stuff. So it's better to have your room by yourself. Okay. Oceana, the water world. Entrance. And here, like Justin said, with the wooden beams. We're happy with that. It's 22 meters from down here up to the top in the middle. So it's quite, you will see that's quite soon. Designed for 500,000 annual guests, 1250, a little bit more in the summer times. Johan, the GM, will talk about the expansion plans for the outdoor part on that station. Here you have a big play structure. If you walk inside, this is what you will see, not today. Here from today. And when Liseberg opens something, it's kind of, we have an amusement park, we're 100 years old, and now we'll open up a second park. So we're trying to keep it natural. So we have a river stone or a grass seed from Brazil on the floor, and then we have real plants, like if you have been to a center park. Yeah, so we have 110 trees waiting for us in the Netherlands right now. So we're supposed to go to Malaysia to buy them, but it's a ban. You can't import to Europe right now. So that's why we need to look at the greenhouses in Holland. And here you see big attractions. And if you look at this, attractions, you love attractions, of course. But we have a large, here you come 6 people on a raft. You go down and up on that hill. You will see that because I think it's almost finished now. And then you have the Master Blaster with a 13-meter drop. You start with that. And then you get the water on the side. Excellent. And then you have that bus that will be placed outside. Of course, you start off in the tower. And that bus is also for 6 people because we want to do it together. That's what we're here for. And then you have a constrictor rattler. Our supplier is Whitewater. So we went pretty high on the, we did a tour around the world, and then we ended up with Whitewater because we thought that was the best. Because we want to be unique. ProSlide was our favorite as well, but they sell to a lot of different parks close by, so Whitewater was better for us. Okay, future expansion. From the beginning, we were supposed to have a flat roof, boring. And that project became a little bit too expensive, so we changed that and did the wooden beams instead. But on the other side here, you have World of Volvo and the parking here. But actually, we can have 2 more hotels like this. The plan is prepared for that. And we can also expand. This is just a play with figures and things, so I don't know if it will ever happen, but we can expand the amusement park to that side. But we can also take a bridge and cross the river and have a water park inside, outside. So the city plan is prepared for amusement park, water park, hotels. what we were here for. We have 130,000 square meters we can build here. So that's good for the 30s and the 40s. So you can come back. Yeah, you never know. Okay. And a beautiful building. Danish architect. You will see that from the side. And that's actually excellent, because if you add our investment together with Volvo, it's a 400 million euros investment in this destination right now. And we're like 250 out of that. So that's good. And now it's tour time. I want from that row, if you start off, because you will start inside. So if you just follow.
To the Waterpark and yes, to Waterpark. But first I will tell you about the square, this new meeting spot we have right here. We guess it's about 2 million people will come here every day. So there will be a lot of people going on in this area further on, more than before. We estimate guests in the Waterpark for 500,000 per year, and that's 2 slot times when we are on high season. But to access the Waterpark, you can go by a car and then put your car on our parking spot on the other side, and then come with this walking path. Or you can come in tram buses from the city and just have a walk from here, and you have the entrance behind you. It's quite grey right now. It will be much more colorful when we open. But if you stay at a hotel, as all of you I think are right now, next year when we open, you can have access from the hotel, and it's on wing 2, 2nd floor, same corridor as the gym. If you've been there or if you've seen it, it's the same floor as the slide as well. And in the end of that corridor, you have a stair, or you will have a stair or elevator to take you down, and then an inside corridor all the way to Oceana. So you don't have to go outside, you can have your bathing suit on all year around. And then all the hotel guests have a special own changing room in the Oceana as well. We will work with 2 different slot times during weekends and holidays, and that's the whole day. It's between 9 to 9, and it's morning slot and it's afternoon slot, and between that it will be closed. So around 2 or 3 in the afternoon we close the whole Oceana, and people have to leave, and then the new will come in. Probably the people who's been there from 9 o'clock has already left, because I don't know how many hours is it, 6 hours. It's quite long time to be in that kind of environment, but probably a few people will stay there. Depends how long time you stay for food and everything else. Weekend, when we don't have weekdays, I mean, when we don't have any holiday, we just having 1 slot day, and that's opening from 3 in the afternoon to 9 o'clock. Later on we might have a late slot, like night slot. Don't know what hours it is, but we start with two ones, and then maybe we put 1 more when we work it up and see if we have if guests want to come later on. Yes, what can I more tell you? We will work with different prices, and start from around 20 euro per person, per adult, and lower price for children, depends which age they are, and that's the low season. We will have 1 restaurant in the Oceana. That's you've been inside, right? No, you haven't. No, we will change. 1 restaurant inside there. It's not a fast food, but it's more quicker food, because when you're in there, you probably won't sit down for 2 hours and have a dinner. You have something to eat and maybe something to drink, and then go on our slides again. We will have a bar as well, and we're working with the right to sell alcohol. It's not done yet, but we're working on it. outside, when we're building the outside area. Have you been at Johan? He talked about the outside area. Yeah. And he talked about the bar later on, I guess. But inside we have a bar as well. And then it's so it will be a lot of juicy when we get the license. And on this road further down we have a shopping shop, a merchandise shop, and a coffee shop as well. But it's more outside, so you don't have to go inside Oceana. You can actually just pop in and have a look and buy an ice cream or something like that, coffee. So it's for everyone. Yes. Any questions?
Yeah, this is the entrance to Oceana, and the hotel and Oceana is going to be built together. So it's just missing some walls there, but soon it will be on site. Yeah, so we walk into the entrance. Ja, gärna med. Yes, so now we are here. We are in the dry corridor soon, and then we got all the dressing rooms. It's 7 dressing rooms. So we go through it and through the showers and into the wet corridor, and then this is the restaurant area before we come into the big water park. This is the outside river, this is the wave pool area, spray pad area, children area, and the big attraction area and the tower where you start the attractions. Yeah. Sorry, we changed way to take this way. Shower. Yes, so now we are here. So now we went this way, I think. So now we are here. So now we're going into this area, which is the restaurant area, and you can go down to the pool and the outside river pool, and we are going to go over here. Yeah. Like this, and